So Sylvan Safekeeper is what I have on the board. There's another way to do that as well in the library, but here's what is going to happen. So I have 6 lands out, or 6 mana available. I tap all of these, and I cast Lumra. Lumra enters the battlefield and has an effect. With Lumra's enter the battlefield effect on the stack, I do something interesting here. I sacrifice all of my lands with Sylvan Safekeeper. These all go to the graveyard. Now, Lumira's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands I control, which now are 0. So Lumira dies. I put Lumira back into the command zone, but now its ability resolves. So I mill 4 cards. And then these all enter the battlefield tapped. But with a tiller engine out, if lands enter the battlefield under my control tapped, I can untap those lands. So all of these are now untapped. Now I have a few really cool effects, and many of you are familiar with this card, especially our casual players. Command Beacon. I can sacrifice Command Beacon to put my commander into my hand from the command zone. Because there's this thing called commander tax, and you could see how if I was trying to recast Lumra a bunch of times and I was whiffing on lands in my library, then eventually I would have to not be able to cast Lumra. So then what I can do is sacrifice Command Beacon, put Lumra back into my hand, and then I can tap my lands and recast Lumra, float some mana, and then Lumra's ETB effect on the stack, I can sacrifice all of my lands, and I'll have a lot of mana. I had mentioned Sunscorched Desert. This wins because I can eventually loop Lumra's enter the battlefield effect. I can loop casting Lumra, and Sunscorched Desert is going to be coming from my graveyard to the battlefield as many times as I loop this, dealing 1 damage to target player. So I have 3 opponents with, let's just say each of them has 40 life. I can do this 120 times and deal a damage to each my opponent. Of course, my library is going to be gone at some point, but everybody will be dead and I will not be drawing cards. So I will successfully win the game.